Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Consolidating and this is going to be part 4 of my early campaign where I am playing as the Almohads. And boy oh boy am I happy to be back. I mean, it's been, for me at least, probably a couple of weeks because I was on vacation for a while. So I've been missing this game and I'm really excited to get back into it. I actually had a bit of a scare when I first opened up this game because it crashed a couple of times, and so I was having quite a heart attack. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this volume is a little bit high. So let me change the volume a little bit. Sorry, I could have probably should have checked this before I started recording, but this will not take long. Yes, let's turn this down to 70, and maybe do that with everything. Alright, let's see how that works. Alright, so I got the volume good, and I think this game is running in okay now. I haven't tested pressing enter yet. Of course, I need to start recording before I do that, but yeah, excited to get back. And things are on the right track with this Almohad campaign. I do want to take Valencia before the year 1100, so that I can get the homelands point for this, because as you look in here, I have all of my homelands objectives except for Valencia. As you can see, because it's not green, I'm not going to be getting that point, and I feel like this volume is still too loud. Okay, so I just cut that out. Let's see if this audio sounds good this time. So, alright, yeah, I keep getting interrupted here. Yes, so this is looking good. I feel like this this castle just has 2 turns before it falls. Just so you know, anytime it tells you the number, it's going to be 1 turn after that. So when it says 1 year, it's actually going to be 2 years. It's a little bit confusing. What happens is you get that number, and then once that goes by, it will say now the castle's about to fall, and that's going to be the last turn before it actually falls. So yes, this is going to be actually 2 turns before this castle falls, and that's going to put it pretty tight to the year, right? So it's going to be the year 1097 when this falls. I can be here in Castile by 1098 and then be in Valencia by 1099, I think, is how that's going to work out. Now, as we can see, the Aragon, the Kingdom of Aragon, is bribing these rebels here in Navarre. So they will be getting that province. And they might even get Valencia before I do. If I have to go to war with the Aragonese to get Valencia, that's totally okay, because I will be going to war with the Aragon very soon, anyway. Whether I have to fight them for Valencia or Aragon itself or Navarre is no matter to me, because I want this province before the year 1100. So that's going to be that. I will be leaving Portugal for a little ways down the line, I guess. I don't really have to worry about them until I actually take these 3 provinces. Because I do want to have this 2-province border here at the, northern tip of Iberia. The Portuguese, they have a pretty decent army here. I mean, 2 archers, a 2-star general, 3 spearmen, and then a freaking unit of feudal knights. Do they start with this? That's insane. That's really good, my god. Feudal knights are kind of the top tier class of knights for the early period for Catholic factions. Now, the Royal Knights, actually, I believe they have better stats, but there's only 20 of them, and a Feudal Knight is a full-strength unit of 40, knights. That's a good unit, so that's going to be a lot to deal with. In addition to that, Portugal is one of the most rebellious provinces in the entire game, and that is something that was present here in Shogun and Medieval, where certain provinces just have they have an innate rebellious factor to them, where they're harder to quell than other provinces. And Portugal is like one of the top ones. I believe Scotland is another tough one. And then I can't remember the others. I want to say maybe, I don't know. I can't. Was it Lithuania? I know there's other provinces that are up there with being very rebellious. Can't remember what they are. Yeah, I'm still pretty new to this game. I'm still learning, but Portugal, I know, is one of them. And what that means is, when I take it, I'm not going to be making money off of it right away, because I'm going to have to put taxes down to very low. I'm going to have to put like a full stack of peasants in there just to, keep the manpower going. And yeah, obviously build my happiness buildings as well to keep Portugal in line. But I don't think I'm not at war with the rebels. I haven't attacked any rebel provinces yet, so I don't think that the Portuguese are gonna, have think that they need to attack me. That is something I'm pretty sure all of the rebels do act together as if they are all one nation. It's kind of a weird feature, but that's how it was in Shogun. So if you had to go to, if you took one rebel province, then you basically became at war with every other rebel province on the map, which is kind of unfortunate. It's kind of lame, but it is how it is. Yeah, I'm not at war with any rebels, so that is good. I think that means that Portugal should not feel like they need to attack me, which is totally good. In fact, with that in mind, I would actually like Aragon to take Valencia before I do, so that I don't go to war with the rebels and take it. If looking at it that way. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a difficult army to take when the time comes, but we'll get there. Anything? Okay, so I have 2 Nubian spearmen in Morocco. That was a mistake. I'm missing out on those guys, but not the biggest deal. And yeah, so let's see. 2 years. It's tough. I could assault this. I think that by sieging out this castle, that I'm gonna lose this castle, which would suck. Because then I would have to spend the money and 4 more turns to get this castle back. And I could save the time, I'd be saving 1 year by assaulting this castle and taking it with my forces. I don't have any siege equipment, but it's just a basic, tier 1 fort, so I could still take it without any siege equipment. It's gonna be tough, though. I mean, that's a full unit of Royal Knights, 3 units of Genites, 2 archers, and an urban militia. I'd take some casualties fighting that for sure. But I do have quite a bit of men, And it might be worth sacrificing some men to save the castle and save an extra turn so that I can get to Valencia in time. That's a tough. I think. So I can't actually change taxes here. That's interesting. Huh. But I'm not making any money, so it doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to hang tight and... no, I probably should fight it. I should show you guys a castle battle in this campaign, just to show you, a tier 1 fort and all of that. And there is strategical implications as well. It's not just to show off. I mean, like I just said, it will save me a turn. Just as a reminder, more so to myself than to you folks, but I did lose my eldest son in that last battle. He died a hero. His unit died to the last man, actually. I'm not the saddest king about all of that. He was kind of crappy. If I remember correctly, he was a drunk, and that was really going to go downhill for him, because that's one of those chains, that was one of those trait, or should I say, yeah, it's a trait chain that just gets worse and worse and worse. There's no recovery for the poor guy. He starts out as a drunk and then just gets really bad. So, losing him, kind of unfortunate, but right now, this man is now my eldest, and he's not great either, but, 2 stars is a little something, and he has +5 health from the Great Warrior trait, and then he does get +3 Valor, and then -1 command from Secret Pride. So he has a total of 4 Valor. You can see it here. You can also see it at the top right of this unit card right here. It's kind of hard for you to see. But yeah, you can see that he has a 4 Valor, which means he's going to be a tough fighter in combat. Not necessarily the greatest king, but I think he's better than his drunk older brother. And then I also have, this is now my other son, my youngest at this point, 3 stars. So I do need to get him with Papa. He needs to hang out with his dad, because that's the key. Make sure that your loyalty generals are with higher loyalty generals or the king himself, and they won't be much of an issue. And how is he? So yeah, 2 stars, not great. 4 acumen. So if he did become king, the kingdom would actually make a bit of money off of him. That is nice. But other than that, yeah, weaker principles. This is one of those traits that doesn't matter at all for family members, because you can't bribe. I mean, no one, the AI or myself can bribe family members. They can't be bribed. So this is just kind of one of those traits that doesn't mean anything. So negative 20% cost to bribe, yeah, for him it doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's that. I just have a stack of peasants here hanging out in Castile, keeping the population loyalty all Gucci. I can bring over a couple peasants, I think, to Leon to get ready to inhabit this castle here once I want to move these armies away. And yeah, Castile is still pretty cool with that. Ooh, loyalty is down to 100. Okay, well, how about I keep these peasants here for just another turn? Because I don't need them in Leon quite yet. And, yeah, what else? Let's see, let's see, another peasant here. What do I want with this peasant? Bring him down to Morocco? Yeah, looks like Morocco needs some people living there in that castle, and these are all looking good here. How about taxes? Taxes are very high normal. Let's bump this up a bit. Make a bit more money. Very high, very high, very high, very high, and very high. Awesome, looking good. Speaking of which, what am I making? Making 1,200. Not bad. That's not bad at all. Sweet. Yeah, this campaign is feeling pretty comfortable right now. My border here with Egypt is a little bit scary because this army could beat what I have here in Cyrenacia. I don't have much. It's mostly just peasants and one unit of camel archers. That's it. So I'm going to keep training peasants here just to kind of try to create a scary looking army. It looks like the AI actually has the same visibility limitations as a human player does, which is pretty nice. So that means that they need to scout before they can attack, and they don't have a watchtower here, which is interesting. Okay. And they don't have an emissary in Cyrenacia, so they don't have any visibility here, which means that if I just continue to grow this stack, they don't know what it could be. It could be anything. They don't know that it's just peasants. So that's going to be the idea, is just keep training peasants here in Cyrenacia, boost those numbers, and try to make sure that they don't want to attack me here. I don't think they will. I mean, I don't know. They didn't attack me when I played the Almohads on normal difficulty, but they're already friends with the Turks, and they're not at war with the Byzantines. They're not at war with anyone right now, so I'm going to try to get an alliance with them. I think that I already tried this, but I'll try again. See if I can get an alliance. If not, I'll go talk to the Turkish kings and see if I can get an alliance with them. And yeah, hopefully we can get that going eventually. Now, I should focus on getting some more buildings here. What can I get? Nothing. So here's the thing with Cyrenacia. It gives +1 valor to any Saharan cavalry that I train up here. Saharan cav are my light cav that are available. They're pretty decent, and getting them for +1 valor is pretty damn good. What's awkward is that this is, there's a lot of like intricacies with the medieval 1 tech tree, which is really interesting. But so in this case, to build a horse farmer, first thing, I need a town watch. That's like the militia building. And that's so that I can start building spear makers and the archery building. But I also need improved farmland so that I can get that horse farmer building. And this is pretty awkward because improved farmland is something that I don't really want to build here in Cyrenacia because I'm making 88 florins. It's really, really poor as far as farm income goes. And it seems like a waste, right? But at the same time, getting those +1 valor Saharan cav and Cyrenacia is not a bad shout. So that might be the way to go. I might wait a little bit on that, but I'm going to check to see what else I want to build. Okay, you know what? Even though my income is pretty solid at making, 1,200 a year, my actual treasury is not too great, sitting at just 1,500. So I'm not going to be able to go too crazy here with buildings or troop production. I think I probably should focus more on troop production at this point, just because I am still, fighting a war, and I'm about to be fighting another war here. So I still have a bit of conquest left to do, so I should probably still focus on troop production. Let's get another javelin man here in Cordoba, and I don't think I can get... Oh, I can't get archers in Castile. Okay, that's interesting, but I don't think I really need that badly. One thing I did remember is that, so my eldest son, his unit's only down to 7 men, and for my heirs, or basically any other units of royal knights, or in this case for the Muslims, the Ghulam bodyguards, what I need to build, I don't think that I have this building yet. Oh, do I? Oh, no I don't. Yes, it's going to be the next building after the royal palace. So what is it going to be here? The royal court. It's going to cost 1,000 florins and take 4 years to build, but this is going to allow me to train up Ghulam bodyguards, which will allow me to retrain my damaged units of Ghulam bodyguards, including my heir's units, or my son's units. Now, I believe my king's units of Ghulam bodyguards will eventually replenish automatically, so I think over time this 6 men will go back up to 21 men, which will be good, hopefully that happens. I just don't think I can really afford to build that royal court right now. Yeah, I can't justify that cost. So for the time being, yes, like I said, focusing on training up some more soldiers. I think I really should, though, get some building going on. And although it is tempting, you know, Town Watch would just get me some more urban militia. That's a unit that I can train here. And that might be worth it. Urban militia, it's a really cheap building. Or I build a port in Morocco, because if there is trade goods here, I have some furs here, or some hides, which I can eventually trade. But getting a port will give me basically a place where it's going to allow me to transport my troops faster from one end of my empire to the other. Because as you can see, I have a pretty long empire here already. Early in the campaign, I'm stretched out all over North Africa and then into Iberia. So having a port to kind of bridge the two ends a little bit. Well, no, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work, because I would need a port. I can only transport, right, yeah, obviously. I can only transport units between 2 provinces that have ports in them. Duh, yeah, right. I know this game, trust me. It's been a good vacation. I don't, there's a lot that I've forgotten. Okay, so I probably shouldn't do ports, because it's going to be pointless without being able to get 2 ports. So with that being said, I should probably do the Town Watch, just so that I can get some better troops going here in Cyrenaica. I think that's going to be the play. Yeah. Yeah, but I am working on improved farmland here in Algeria, which is going to be nice. And then I can still build gold mines in Tunisia and then Morocco at 2, I think. Gold mine complex. Yeah. And then I can also get a gold mine in Algeria. And I can get a silver mine in Granada. So there's still plenty of cheapish upgrades for my economy I can get into before I start building my trade network. That's going to help boost my early game economy. So yeah, that's something I'll be able to work on, but I think, for the time being, obviously, I just have to kind of focus on first things first. Like I said, I have to take Valencia before the year 1100. So I think that I've done everything I need to do for this turn. Yeah, I just double checked. Everything's looking good. Let's just drop a save to, let's see if this game is running okay. End the year. Alright, so one more turn before this castle in Leon falls. Yeah, I can't remember if I've talked about this already in this campaign, but really interesting thing about the siege mechanics here is that the defender, or the besiegers, also take casualties, which definitely makes it a little bit of a tougher decision for the besieger, because it does give you a reason. Oh yeah, damn, I was gonna show you guys the siege, and I forgot to do that. Oh well. It's pointless now because it's going to end this turn anyway. I may as well not take the extra casualties. But as you can see, this makes that decision a little bit tougher, maybe, I could say, because in Shogun, you'd say, I don't want to, fight the actual siege. I don't want to assault the castle because I'd lose soldiers. In this case, you're going to lose soldiers anyway, whether you wait them out or, whether you actually assault the castle. Obviously, that's realistic because attrition for the besieger is actually really high. You're just kind of hanging out in a large camp outside of a castle. There's going to be, people getting hungry, running out of food, people getting sick and stuff. So that's what is being represented here in this little mechanic, which is really cool. I think that's an awesome thing that was added to Medieval. The improved farmlands finished here in Algeria. And then, let's see, yeah, the Egyptians are still rejecting my proposals, which sucks. And then, what about this guy? So, yeah, man of principle. So this person has plus 50% cost to bribe. And I think it's one of the generals here in Granada. So, not a big deal, but, you know, it'll help out. And, see, oh, man, so it's 118 guys. I mean, this army definitely got weakened. There is still some potential value in assaulting this castle, even though it's not going to obviously save me that turn that would have saved me, and that, you know, if I'd done it in the last turn. But if I can actually save this castle from being destroyed, that would still be worth it. And I can possibly take less casualties now that, you know, there's less men in this castle, right? So it's still worth thinking about. I will think about it. Now, how are we looking here for the Aragonese? They're, you know, nothing too crazy. You know, they have urban militia, spearmen, archers, peasants. A few units of Royal Knights, though. They have 3 units of Royal Knights, 7 ballista as well. Pretty crappy units, to be honest. Yeah, pretty crappy units. Not going to do much, but so I do have to consider if I want to actually attack this castle and show you guys that siege. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty low budget, but still might be worth showing in any case. Oh, well, and the Sicilians already got a fleet going. Oh, that's interesting. A Sicilian fleet bordering one of my provinces. It makes me a little bit nervous. Ooh, and the Italians, too. The Italians are already out and about, getting around. So, yes, as I expected, the Egyptians rejected my proposal, so let's go see if I can find the Turks. I'm trying to remember. They start with Syria and Edessa. I think a lot of times the Turkish Sultan will hang out in either Edessa or Rum, maybe. I can't remember. I'll have to check it out and see if I can find them. So I'm going to keep training up peasants until I can start getting urban militia here in Cyrenasia. And how are we looking? So I have 2,200. That's not bad as far as money goes. Yeah, still making 1,200. Can I justify the cost of a building? I want to know how much I'm going to be making from Leon. Yes, I don't know. I mean, things are looking pretty gosh darn good, right? So I suppose I could... Let's see. 22. Yeah, I should get another gold mine going. So let's get this gold mine. It's going to cost, 1,000, and I'll be making 104 florins per year. So I'll be paid off in 10 years. Yeah, let's get that going. And then I can work on gold mine in Algeria once I'm done with that one. I don't think there's any military infrastructure that I really want to work on right now. I think I'm pretty good with what I have right now. And now Prince Ali is units down to just him? How did he lose 6 men? What the hell? Oh, did he lose his 6 men just during the siege? What? What? That's crazy. I thought I lost like a total of 33 men, and then 6 of them came from one of my heir's bodyguards unit? Is that what happened? Wow. That's pretty gnarly. Damn. Okay, yeah, I didn't... Okay. So yeah, I need to get a royal court going so that I can train up my eldest son's unit as soon as I can, for sure. And speaking of retraining, I have a few units here that are a little bit damaged, so I can probably bring them back to their respective provinces so I can retrain them. I can't do that, unfortunately, with my bodyguard, my Gulam's bodyguards, but I can do it with these units. I think I can retrain all of them. Yes, I can. So let's start bringing them back to Cordoba, I suppose. And then, do I want to assault this castle? I still need to make sure I have enough army to obviously take Valencia, right? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I have a decent army here. You know, plenty of archers. I will be bringing my camel archers as well, just for their firepower. A couple units of Gulan bodyguards, enough units of Almohad urban militia, spearmen, militia sergeants, and some javelin men. Pretty well balanced army. Let's go in here and clear out this castle. Yes, I will lose more men doing this, but hopefully I should be saving the castle itself, and that would save me the 4 turns that it would take me to build that castle back up, and of course the money that it would take to, you know, build that castle. So that should be that, and hopefully I don't take too many casualties, because like I said, I need to come back in here and take Valencia. I do have a little bit of an army building here in Cordoba as well, so it's not, you know, it's not just this. I do have other forces as well, so that should be fine. Anything else I need to be doing right away? I think everything is looking pretty good. Alright, let's end this turn. Ooh, forgot to drop that save. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. Alright, Castle Assault, they only have 119 guys in there. And yes, let's can I see what his stat? I can't see his traits. Okay, well that's okay. Yeah, so nothing else really to see here. They have some Spanish Unités, you know, only 10 urban militia, 2 archers. It also shows me the map as well up here, so looks like I'll be fighting uphill. Let's go in there and fight this battle. Well, I have some bad news for you. So I guess whatever was messing with my game earlier must have reset all of my my hotkeys, all of my keyboard controls, and right now I'm not being allowed to command this army using my WASDs, and I can't play this battle with these controls. I can't. I don't even know how to pan the camera. I mean, I'm missing a couple buttons here. I'm using my arrow keys, and I need 2 more keys here. I don't know how to do this. I just spent a couple minutes messing around to see if I could figure this out, and I cannot figure this out. This really sucks, because I need to exit out of this battle. It's going to count as a loss. I don't think I'm going to lose any men here, but I might get a bad trait for my king, like a cowardly trait or something. This really sucks. Damn, I should have checked my controls, because I can't play this battle. I can't. I don't know how to do this. So what I'm going to have to do is exit out of this battle and take the hit, you know, as far as whatever penalties I have to deal with. And then I'll have to get out and, you know, change the controls and get back into this campaign. Right, so I haven't had a chance to change the controls yet, but I just exited out of the game. I didn't take any casualties, of course. My guys just ran away. But I just needed to show you the you know, the rest of this end turns messages before I continue on. So, yeah, Flooding Granada, this really sucks as well. So my improved farmland has been destroyed, and then my income has been halved. That's a big blow for sure, especially considering how expensive the improved farmlands are. I believe they cost 600 florins, so that sucks. Yeah, that's a blow for sure. Faction eliminated, so yeah, they got starved out anyway. Yeah, so no more Spanish, and yeah, so So did I not lose any men at all? Like, that's a crazy little, Interesting. I need to check this army afterwards and see if I lost any men. Yeah, Town Watch is completed here in Cyrenacia, and I have another son. Yeah, so he's going to become of age in 16 years. Good stuff. And then, yeah, this is, okay, so actually this isn't, yeah, here, okay, so this is just 1 by 1. Minus 20% bribery cost for this weak principles person here. Looks like he's just going to be in a peasant unit, so that's not a big deal. This guy's loyal, so +1 loyalty for him. And then here's my king, right? So, weak attacker. He does not like taking risks, which make his attacks predictable. -1 command when attacking. That's not good. These 7 stars are only when he's defending. So when he's attacking, he's a 4-star commander, but now with this, he is now a 3-star commander when he's attacking. That sucks. 3-star is still okay, though. And then he also got the weak assaulter trait. So He lacks the discipline required to conduct castle assaults, -1 command when assaulting castles. So I don't know if that stacks with this. Like, is he... Does this make him -2 command when he assaults castles, or just the -1 from this trait? I'm not too sure how that works out. In any case, that's not good. He could be down to being a 2-star general when he attacks castles, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, man, that sucks. That's a really, really bad outcome for me for a lot of reasons. I have to rebuild this castle here in Leon. And then, yeah, so it looks like I did still take some besieging casualties, even though I didn't see them listed, but not a big deal. Just a few men. Man, that sucks. God damn. That's yeah, got really screwed up by my game. Game's all reverted back to default. All that shit. So, alright. I guess I'll have to go onto the menu and, yeah, fix my controls. Okay, I'm back, and I did fix my controls. I did just play a quick battle just to make sure that everything's looking good. Apologies for the messy episode. I usually have my shit together, but not in this case. Man, oh man, this has been pretty touch and go, all things considered. Yes, obviously things were kind of thrown helter-skelter. I don't know, I go on vacation for 2 weeks, I come back and everything is different, everything's changed. All of my controls have been deleted, reverted back to defaults, all the types of crazy shit. So yes, unfortunately I will have to build this castle here in Leon anyway. Let's get a watchtower first and I can do a castle later. I guess, yeah, let's just do that and let's get these forces moving on over. Actually, let's merge first. Let's do that. And yeah, I don't know if I've shown you this yet, but in Shogun you couldn't do this. In Medieval you can just you can just select a province, press M, and it's just going to auto-merge your armies. Pretty cool stuff. I like it quite a lot. It's really helpful when you just have like 20 stacks in one province. It's pretty good. So let's see. So I do have a title for Leon that I can gift away. +1 loyalty. Good stuff. Let's see. Do I have anyone that is 4 acumen? That is the key. I have to. I have quite a few soldiers at this point. There must be someone. Yes, here we go. 4 acumen. You, sir, will be the King of Leon. Or what is it? The Emir. The Emir of Leon. So making 336 normal taxes, and then give it to +4 acumen general. 512. Not bad. Not bad at all. Put you back. Let's bring these peasants over to Leon. And how are taxes looking? Not good. So I have to bring this down to very low. That's going to be just enough. Okay, well, let's bring over another unit of peasants. And then I can train up another unit of peasants here. And that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. And oh yeah, so anytime you have a province that does have a natural disaster occur, like in this case a flood in Granada, always double check the population loyalty, because people are usually going to be pretty upset about that, flood or that famine or whatever. So in this case, just bring it down to high and that should be good. Unfortunately, I won't be making a lot of money from Granada, but that is okay. Yeah, just making almost 1,200 in this turn. Not much, but you know what? Things are pretty good, all things considered. Obviously, sloppy episode aside, things are just looking really good for me. The Almohads have a really easy start, so the only thing that I'm really worried about is the Egyptians. I hope that they don't attack me. That would suck. Let's get some more troops going here. Let's get some urban militia being trained up in Cyrenacia. They still don't have a border watchtower, so they can't spy on me, which is good. And here are the Turks. So let's go look for their king. Maybe he's in Odessa, maybe he's in Rum. Let's go find him and... Alright, so I'm building a mine in Tunisia, and I could build a mine in Algeria. That would be good. Is that going to be the play? Is that what I need? I do have some money to spend. Yeah, may as well. Let's just get it done. Get it over with. And I do need to rebuild that improved farmland in Granada when I get a chance. Yeah, actually, let's cancel this and let's get that improved farmland going again here in Granada. Was that going to make me 209 florins? Yeah, let's do that. And we will be able to attack Valencia next turn. So, yeah, good stuff. It's going to be, 1098, 1099, yeah. Really getting close to the wire there, but as of right now, the Aragonese still do not hold it. Oh yeah, I did want to say something. I keep forgetting about this. So in that battle that I fought in the last episode against the Spanish army here in Leon, pretty big battle, pretty crazy stuff. I, of course, handled it not very well. I got pretty lucky that I won, I guess you could say. I did have another wave of reserves that would come on and help me out, even if I did, lose that first wave. I couldn't remember in the time, why my army looked so flimsy, and it was simply just one unit that was wrong. Instead of having 3 units of Almohad Urban Militia, I should have had 2 units of Almohad Urban Militia and then 1 Militia Sergeant for that center grouping that I had, just because, as you could see from that battle, 3 units of swordsmen, even decent swordsmen, are very vulnerable to heavy cav, and, the 3 Royal Knights that the Spanish had. So that's why that broke. If you are watching this campaign as a guide, well, first off, God help you. But secondly, just do everything that I did except bringing that militia sergeant, because I did have at least 1 or 2 available, and I just didn't bring him in my first wave. So bring a militia sergeant with that center grouping, with your Almohad militias. It's just going to make the decision of the AI harder. That's what you need to do, is make their decision really tough. If they're going to charge you with their heavy cav, make it so that your army doesn't have any good spots for them to charge. Either they're charging the spears or they're charging the polearms. Make that a tough choice for them. And I made it really easy. I gave them a big, soft opening in the middle. I was looking at it in the beginning of the battle phase, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'll just, use my Gulan bodyguards to plug any holes. And that ended up working, but it was really close, and I did lose a son. So, yeah, like I said, just if you're looking for advice from this campaign, do that. That's what I did on my practice campaign for the Almohads, and it worked out very well. I fought that battle, and I didn't lose my entire first line, and I didn't have to win by luck. I won just because my army was better. So, in any case, moving on. I think everything's looking good. I probably press end turn here. Okay, all is looking good. I think pretty soon, I would say after this turn, I need to start sending soldiers from Morocco to Cyrenacia just to further enforce this border. Just because, this feels pretty weak, because it is. I'm going to start training urban militia now, but I could use some spearmen over on that side as well. So that's going to be the plan. I think I have enough Nubian spearmen up here for now, so that I can just focus on training soldiers, form the war with Aragon up here in Cordoba for the most part. I think is going to be okay. If I do need archers, I can train them somewhere, right? I can train them, yeah, here in Castile. So if I do need archers, I can train them in Castile, and I can send soldiers from Morocco over to Cyrenacia. That's going to go okay for me, I think. So let's drop a cheeky save, because at this point I just feel like anything can go wrong in this year. And we're getting closer and closer to Valencia. Alright, Germans have the strongest armies. Okay, not worried about it. Gold mine is finished in Tunisia, and watchtowers are finished in Leon. Holy Roman Empire. Yes, let's be friends. Holy crap, you have a lot of friends. Jesus Christ. Okay, good for you. I don't have any friends, so yeah, let's do that. I got another son. Good stuff. And let's see. So this general here in Cordoba is a secret blackmailer. He has a habit of using blackmail against his political enemies. Only the victims are aware of this, and they're not talking. So this is one of those vices and virtues, or in this case, a vice that doesn't mean anything at first, but the chain, is that it goes from secret blackmailer to blackmailer, and at that point, I believe he loses loyalty, I think. So right now, it doesn't mean anything, but eventually it will mean something. And yeah, at this point, we are ready to attack Valencia, and it's still rebel held. Interesting. Okay, I hope that doesn't mean I'm going to piss off the Portuguese. I think it will. I think that is what that means, but let's just hope that we stay friends, because right now all I have in Leon is peasants, and all I have in Cordoba is not much. Not really much. So, let's see. Actually, yeah, I have a half stack in Cordoba, but it's just spearmen and javs, mostly. So, yeah, Valencia, here we go. It's going to be not much. It's just, you know, two Gentes. In fact, El Cid is a 4-star general? I thought he was a 5-star general. Oh, he's a 5-star when he's attacking, yeah. +2, okay, wow, +2 command when he attacks. Wow, El Cid is a fucking G. Damn. Oozes Charm, -1 Dread. And then Chinless Wonder, -1 Acumen, -1 Command. Is that must be, these must be gained vices and virtues. Because I think he just starts the campaign as a expert attacker. And then he's gotten a little bit, inbred. What? That's funny. Chinless Wonder. Okay, well, El Cid, one of the most legendary generals of this time, turns out he's inbred, according to this game. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, if he was attacking, he would be a 6-star general, but as a defender, he's only 4 stars. So that's still not nothing for sure. So let's get a good stack here and get ready to attack Valencia. The good news is when I'm attacking Valencia from Castile, I will not be having to cross a river, so I can just go in there. I am not going to bring a full... I'm just going to bring this. This is enough. It's a decent mixed force. It's kind of sloppy, but it's a decent mixed arms force here. And it'll definitely be enough to beat the 2 Genites and the 1 unit of peasants belonging to El Cid. So let's go in here and kill them. Yep, sorry guys, but I gotta kill ya. And yeah, we'll see what the Aragonese do. I mean, the forces that they have could come in and attack me here in Castile. I mean, we're not at war, but like, you know, we will be eventually. If they sense a weakness, they might attack me here in Castile. I don't think they will, though, honestly. And if they do attack me, I can just retreat to my castle. That shouldn't be a big deal. And once I take Valencia, I can bring these units from Cordoba up to Castile. I just want to keep them here just to make sure that this rebel army doesn't attack me. They probably won't, but I'm just like to be extra careful here. And yeah, I can bring this half stack up to Castile next turn. And I need to start retraining these units as well. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have waited this long. So, what can I train here? I think I can train these 3 units. So let's get that going. Retrain Almohad Urban Militia, and then Militia Sergeant, and a Javelinman. And then these units have to go down to Morocco to be retrained. That is totally okay. And yeah, let's start sending Spearmen to Cyrenacia so that we have more units there. Yes, I have that Urban Militia, but I want more. Oh yeah, and let's not forget, I need to hunt down this Turkish Sultan. Are you in Rum? I'm guessing you're in Rum. And yeah, these Egyptians in Egypt, they're looking kind of fierce. How are we looking? Yeah, they're just friends with the Turks. They're not at war with anyone. I would like it if they got into a war with the Byzantines. That would be pretty cool for me. Yeah, the Byzantines are at war with the Turks, and that always happens. But I feel like the Egyptians should jump in there and start fighting as well, helping out their Muslim Brotherhood. So, all right, how are we looking here? This let's get a border watchtower, just for that extra population loyalty here in Leon, and then after that I can start working on a fort. How's my income going? Making 1,300, not bad. And is there anything... So, yeah, I have a bit of money to spend. Can I get this? Yeah, let's get a gold mine going in Algeria. And then after that, I can work on that silver mine in Granada, I think would be a good choice. Yeah, yeah. And, Cyrenacia, gosh... I don't think I'm ready for that. What can I do here? Yeah, I have to get that improved farmland, and then I can start building that horse farmer. But yeah, 600 florins is... It's a bit of a spend for me right now. I feel like I still want to keep training soldiers. You know what? I think I can afford it. Let's do it. Let's get the improved farmland here in Cyrenacia. so that I can start building my Saharan cav there. Just because I really don't want to have to, you know, fight against the Egyptians. And the stronger that I appear, then the less likely they are to attack me. So, and eventually I will get an alliance with them. Eventually. I'll get there. Everything's now looking good. Let's drop another save and end this turn. Let's take Valencia. Let's get that, you know, province and complete my homeland's objectives. Here we are. Obviously, heavily outnumber them, but let's get in there and fight a battle and just confirm that my controls are working here. Here we are in battle, and everything is feeling good and looking right, so let's get my forces moving up here. My center is being held by my Nubian spearmen and my javelin men. And then on either flank, I have an Almohad urban militia being escorting 2 units of desert archers. So it's a little bit flimsy on my flanks, but I'll try to have my cav out here on either side, protecting my archers with a unit of Gulam bodyguards on either side. My king will be on my right, my son will be on my left, and this is my second eldest son, I believe. Yeah, because my eldest son's unit is still, you know, there is no unit, it's just him. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. I mean, they obviously have a good high ground position right here, and if I engage them, they probably will try to run away, honestly. I might have to keep some units here in the forest to try to keep them from running away this way, and then I'm probably going to have to go wide and make sure they don't flee that way as well. And just like that, they are trying to reposition, so let's try to close this noose on them a little bit. I have my forces on this side, which might end up being sacrificed just to kind of hold them in place. So let's get you guys running, and then let's see, yeah, you as well. Let's get over here as fast as you can, and then have you run as well. Then let's get the center moving up, and then let's get you moving up as well. Have you start running, and you can come over there as well. Alright, so obviously, yeah, they might try to charge. Yeah, Spanish unités charging in Saharan Cav. Not a good fight for me. Okay, turn around. They just want, yeah, they just want to chuck javelins at me. That's the thing. In any case, that's okay. But yeah, it looks like they're kind of being driven off. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to hang. The peasants are just going to be shredded by my archers, and they're probably not going to get into a fight at all here. So here in Cav, yeah, they still want to look like they want to charge me. If they want to charge, okay, yeah, there we go. So let's get a 2v1 with my Gulam bodyguards and my Saharan Cav, killing their unités. And then let's get my left flank moving up. Let's get my center moving up as well. And then, yeah, let's get my Cav running a little bit faster. And man, oh man, I feel like this sound is very loud. Oh man, my Saharan Cav are already running away. That sucks. And now their unités are beating my Gulam bodyguards. Okay, that's not good. Jesus Christ, these freaking unités are so awesome, man. They're so good. Yeah, they're probably might kill my son. That would suck. And I can't remember, is it? So I think that must be El Cid. Yeah, this must be El Cid. And I really need my Almohad Urban Militia to come over here to help out. Over on this side, let's see, we can start shooting at this guy over here. Attack him with my Almohad Urban Militia and send over my Gulam bodyguards. Send over my spearmen over here to help out. Looks like my... So, yeah, I wonder if they just killed my other son. Because there's only one man left in his unit. And now my Almohad Militia are, fighting their unités. There's still 12 of them left. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Spanish unités are so freaking powerful. It's just crazy trying to deal with these guys. So yeah, this other unit of unités is trying to skirmish back away. Hopefully, with the help of my camels, I can beat them. And I'm sending my Almohad Urban Militia over as well. Let's get my archers over on this flank to try to help out with these remaining... Yeah, let's have my archers fight in melee against these peasants. Yeah, they're running away. And... yeah, there's still 9 Spanish unités, but luckily my spearmen are involved now, so they should be able to fight them off. And yeah, let's get my javelin men in combat as well. My archers can chase down their spearmen. And my oh my, yeah, I took a lot of casualties in this fight, but you know what? I took Valencia. That's all that matters. So let's get everyone closing in now on these peasants. There we go. Alcid is now dead. Now we just have to run off these peasants. And that's going to be the end of this battle. Okie doke. So I did lose 16 men. Hopefully one of them wasn't my son, but, you know, I don't know. I guess I still have another, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Valencia is now conquered. Awesome. Sweet. Rebels captured. I guess I'm just going to release them all because I think this is going to give me like a bonus to happiness, I think. So let's do that. Leon, Border Fort's finished, and then Proof Farmland's finished again here in Granada. Alright, so let's see, Valencia, let's lower your taxes to an appropriate level. Very low it is. And did I lose my son? Yeah, I did. Damn. So, alright. So I've lost 2 sons so far, but I still have this guy. He's still alive, with 0 men left in his unit, but he's still alive, and I do have a 12-year-old, you know, 4 years before he becomes of age, and then I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. So I got more coming. I got more coming, you know. And the one that died here in this battle, he wasn't great either. So sorry to say it, but not the biggest loss. Let's find a unit commander that has 4 acumen so that I can make him the commander of Valencia. Who is it going to be? Who do I got? Not you, not you. Not you, not you, not you. Okay, well, how about the peasant stack here? Anyone with 4 acumen? My oh my, I got some dumb guys. No one can count. Jesus. Like, what the hell? Do I seriously not have anyone with 4 acumen? What the heck's going on? There we go. Okay, alright. Here's someone with 4 acumen. What's his name? Yaqub ibn Khalid. You are going to be the Emir of Valencia. +1 dread, +2 loyalty. Not bad. Okay, well. I mean, he's good on loyalty, so it doesn't need that. But you know what? I'll take it because it's going to help govern Valencia, make the population loyalty all good. Income 233. So once I give it to this guy, what's it going to be? Up to 326. Not bad. Not bad at all. So let's bring this archer over here and, yeah, keep this spearman. Let's move him over to Cyrenacia. We'll get there eventually. And, yeah, man, this Egyptian army is looking freaking scary. For sure. For sure. So, yeah, this is awesome. So I got that province right in time to complete my homeland objectives. In addition to that, I'm also getting a point for conquest. Because I've taken... How many provinces have I taken? I've only conquered 3 provinces. See, I think that the conquest goal also includes provinces that I started the campaign with, which is pretty weird. But considering that it takes 5 provinces for each point, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 point. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So my guess is if I had a 5th province, that I'd be getting 2 points there. That's my understanding of that. Alright, so Aragon, you're next, but you know what? I'm not really in a hurry at this point. I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. I think I can spend a couple turns getting my armies. My army's looking good. I mean, things are pretty good, honestly. Things are pretty good here. I can attack. Yeah, I can bring this army up to Castile. Let's just get these armies here in Valencia and Castile, you know, feeling pretty good, because the Aragonese army is not good. And I do want to attack them before they have more, you know, like before they have a ton of Royal Knights. Because right now they just have 3, so I just have to deal with that. And, yeah, take care of them. So, yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time here. I'm not going to really change my build strategies. I want to keep going with focusing most of my funds on armies and then spending money on economy wherever I can. But yeah, just going to focus mostly on getting these 2 armies ready to go, and then I can attack Aragon. Oh, wow. So the Byzantines already have taken Rum off of the Turks. Well, that is not good news for the Turks. That's like their most valuable province, I think. So, luckily, the Turkish Sultan's not stuck in this castle, so let's keep looking for him. And are the Egyptians not going to help out at all? They're allied with the Turks, and they're just going to like stand by and not help out. They do border the Byzantines right here in, I think, Lesser Armenia, I believe. It belongs to the Byzantines. And the Egyptians have Antioch, so they could be helping out. But it seems like that's not going to be the case. I'm going to keep looking for the Turkish Sultan in any case. And yeah, all of these forces, like, I'm not going to attack you. Send them north. My God, help out your ally. And, you know, also become my ally too. That'd be great. But in any case, I think what I need... So I just need, I think, 4 archers, and then like this is pretty good to go. Like this could probably beat this. Not a super well-balanced army. So an issue that I'm having right now is that I don't have any way of training any mobility at all. I can't train any Berber camels. I don't have the infrastructure for it. I did start the campaign with some, but I can't actually train any. And same with this Teheran Cav. I can, you know, eventually build them, but I don't have the buildings for them right now. So this Teheran Cav that I started the campaign with, they're down to 26 men. And then a few of my Berber camels are pretty injured as well. And then, of course, I've lost like 2 full units of Gulam bodyguards, which is pretty insane. Jesus Christ. I am just not playing that great, I guess. And yeah, getting those units of Gulam bodyguards from my heirs is essentially the only way that I'm getting Cav units right now at this point, because like I said, I don't have the military infrastructure to actually train my own units. So that's putting me in a position where I don't have great options for creating a well-balanced army here, which is kind of unfortunate. Now, if I can get them to charge me, my 4 spearmen and my 3 javelin men can do a lot of damage to their 2 units of Royal Knights, and then my Almohad urban militia can probably solo like all of these infantry units. And I'm not really kidding. I think they could probably beat the spearmen, the 2 urban militia, and the 2 peasants all by themselves. And actually, I have another unit of Almohad urban militia as well. So yeah, this could beat like most of this. I do want a couple units of archers just to kind of play it safe. So I'm going to train up a couple units here in Castile. And then as far as mobility, I really don't have much. I'm going to bring over my son, and literally it's just him. No bodyguards at all. I'm going to bring him to command this army, and then I just brought over a unit of 38 Berber camels as well. Just to give me just a little bit of mobility. I don't even know if they can outrun Royal Knights. That's how slow they are. But, I mean, they will have a bonus, you know, versus Cav because they're camels. But they're not in their element right now. They're fighting out of the desert. And they do take a -1 attack penalty when they're not fighting in the desert. They still do overall have a bonus versus Cav, but it's not great, you know. The Royal Knights have really good stats. So I don't want to be going toe-to-toe with my Berber camels. I want to be using them just mostly for their mobility, just so I can kind of get around the flanks and possibly chase down routing units. That's kind of what I'm looking for there. So, yeah, I'm just going to spend a couple units getting some archers going here in Castile. My army in Valencia, it's not great, but like it will beat this army here in Aragon. This army just sucks really badly. So I'm not as far away from attacking these provinces as I initially thought I was. Which is good news. That's good news. Which means that I can send a lot of units that I'm retraining to Cyrenacia. I do really want to get this border feeling nice and strong. And what I want to do eventually is get it to the point where... See, what I like to do, it's nice to have strong borders to dissuade the enemy from attacking me. But there's another way of thinking about this. Is that the AI oftentimes will build up their borders if your borders are also being built up, because this scares them. So the idea is build up your armies here in a province back off your border, keep a unit of peasants guarding the castles so that, if you get attacked, you can still own the province, and then simply come back in with your full stack and, defend the province if you have to. But the idea is hopefully the Egyptians realize they don't need to, keep their soldiers stationed here. They can move them north. I'm not quite ready to do that just yet, because if they do sense weakness and then they do go to war with me, then, well, I'm kind of screwed because I don't have the troops for it yet. Once I do have a good stack here, though, then I can move that stack back off the border. That way, if they start war with me, it still sucks, but at least I can defend myself. And hopefully they will, feel not threatened, and they will move this army north. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm really hoping I can get the Egyptians to bite and, go to war with the Byzantines. You know what? I think I have just enough money to where I should start building this silver mine here in Granada. It is about freaking time. So let's get that going. And I think I'm ready to end this turn. So let's check out my homeland's objectives. It's going to pop up here in a second. All right, sweet. So the Byzantines have retreated from Rome. Nice, 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 nice. So they pushed them back. That's what I like to see. And I did just spot the Turkish Sultan as well. So the Germans are the richest. I do not care. Watchtowers finished in Valencia. Improved farmland is finished in Cyrenaica. Gold mine is finished in Algeria. And, oh, guys. Guys. Oh, it's a little bit too late, guys. I'm sorry. I can't be your friend. The Aragonese are trying to become my ally, and that's not going to happen. So I should talk about that for a second. I actually just found this out over vacation. I was reading about medieval Total War because I know how to have a good time. I didn't know this or maybe I did know it, but I forgot it. But there actually is a penalty for breaking alliances in medieval One Total War, which is really awesome. I love that, because what happens is if you have an alliance and then you attack them, you attack your ally, your king will lose -1 influence, which matters because influence, dictates how easy it is for you to get, ceasefires or to marry princesses or whatever. It's fairly important, and I believe influence also does affect the loyalty of your generals as well. I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But I love that it's in this game, because in Shogun, it doesn't really matter. You get alliances because you can get money from alliances. You get 250 koku from every alliance that you have. So you may as well just get as many alliances as you can get. But then you just break them and it doesn't matter. And it's same for the AI. It doesn't matter for them as well. And you know what? For a campaign where you're trying to conquer the entire map, right, it doesn't matter, right? You can just make and break alliances all day long. In this game, it really does. You have to think about it for a second. Think about how you want to, go about the political, landscape of this game. Now, I don't think that counts for if you break an alliance because 2 of your allies go to war and you have to choose one of them. I don't think you lose influence that way. I think you just lose influence when you would actually backstab one of your allies. All right, moving on. So this guy, he oozes charm, -1 dread. Okay. This guy is very loyal, +2 loyalty. Good for you. And then my Khalifa, Yusuf the First, magnificent builder. So his long and extensive program of building has caused a huge advance in the quality of life of the people and the prosperity of the nobility. +10 happiness in all provinces, and +2 loyalty to all generals. This is a fantastic thing to get, and it's important to keep building buildings because you want to get the builder chain going for every single king that you have. Fun fact, you can also get building chains for each of the respective province captains, or whatever you call them, the emirs and whatever. They can also have their own building line, so you can have extra province happiness added on top of that, which makes it really easy to keep the population loyalty good, and it makes it really easy to keep your taxes high as well. So This is a fantastic chain to go down. And it's also really easy to do. You just keep building stuff, which is what you should be doing anyway. Ta-da! So there's our homelands objectives. And this only counts the points that we got for the homelands themselves. It does not count the points that we got for conquest, which is really weird. Because I'm pretty sure I got another point or two from that. I believe, right? So I got 15. Let's go check it out. So yeah, 16 total. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm leading. I'm ahead. See? That's why that's why the Almohads are easy, especially in the early campaign. Like, you just, conquer Iberia and your homeland's objectives are going to take care of themselves. You're making so many points off that. So yeah, the Byzantines can make quite a few, but as you can see, they're behind. And the Germans and Italians also can make quite a few off of their homelands as well. But yeah, Almohads are sitting pretty at 16 points. Not freaking bad. Not bad at all. So years 1100, that's going to... So when I click end turn and I go to year 1101, it's going to show me an updated, basically, homelands goals, because this can change, like, basically stage to stage. So, like, maybe not by 1101. I don't think it changes right away, but eventually we'll get to the point where I'll be like, oh, you have to conquer this province now, and you go take that or whatever. It doesn't... It's something to keep an eye on. So the Glorious Achievements goals will update as you go through the campaign, so it's important to keep an eye on this. And it's important to keep an eye on it for other factions as well, because their homelands objectives could also update. So you could think, like, oh, I'm doing pretty well, and you don't check on this forever. And then you, like, check on it and you realize, oh, like, holy shit, like, so-and-so faction is now making this many points, whereas before they were making only, like, 5 points. And now they're making, like, 20 per stage. So it's something to keep an eye on for sure, because these things are not static. They change all of the time. So yeah, this is looking pretty good now. How's my money looking? Yeah, making 2,000. That's okay. We'll get there. We will get there. Once I get trade going, like, it's just going to be insane how much money I'm making. But I think for the time being, I do want to get a couple more archers going here. Yes. How am I looking? Are they training anything? I feel like Aragon is too poor. I don't know if they can train anything. Yeah. I might just get one more archer and then attack. That might be what I do here. Yeah, that might be the goal. So we will see. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let's go talk to the Turkish Sultan as well. Dude, come on. Okay, so I have to go find you again. God damn it. You're over here. I know you're in Rum, okay? Stay in Rum. Swear to God. All right. So in any case, that's feeling pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Let's get spearmen going. So now I have a spearman hanging out here. I feel like I forgot to train up an urban militia. That sucks. I need to get going with that. Yeah. Get the urban militia going here in Cyrenacia. And let's keep bringing over people. I need people in Cyrenacia. And I can retrain these guys as well. You and you can come down. Actually, yeah. You guys come down to Morocco. You can be retrained, and I can send you east to Cyrenacia and check that out. So this is looking pretty good. Obviously, a pretty sloppy episode, as far as technical issues are concerned. But the goals are coming along. I will be taking out Aragon in the next episode, I believe. And then Portugal will fall eventually as well. So... But that is all. Going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Conostep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.